Hello, this is BurpTalk on movies. BurpTalk on the movies. And today's video will be about the Croods. So, it's not a new movie, but I've just watched the movie for the first time. And I'm gonna go into spoiler territory. So, if you haven't watched it, please avoid this video. Otherwise, if you don't care, keep listening on. Anywho, to recap the story, it's about a family who's so used to hiding because their dad has been conditioned himself to keep hiding when faced with danger. Otherwise, they will die, right? And his job is to condition everyone to follow the rules and be afraid, be fearful all the time and hide in caves, especially when faced with anything new. Now, Eep, she has a really cool character design in that it's different from the usual female characters who look like models and pretty people. She's the female main character, though arguably I think the dad is the main character here, as much as she is prominently displayed. Though I think they kind of share the limelight, but I think it's more focused on the dad, She's a growing young lady and she's sick and tired of living every day just to not die. And she really wants to live life and she yearns for the sunlight and freedom. And then along the way, she eventually meets her love interest. His name is Guy. Apparently an evolution of cave people. They didn't really go too deep into biology and classification of the species and all that, scientific detail, because it's a kids movie. And she finally meets her love interest Guy, a scrawny, brainy, and so-called, or maybe, I don't know if he really is, a more evolved human who looks down on cave people. I think that's what's going on when they first meet each other. Essentially, I think we're witnessing the father growing and changing and learning to live differently, and start using his brain and problem solve to work out how to survive instead, so that he can actually go out and do things, right? Rather than hide in a cave, because he's not bothered to figure out how to solve problems. I think it's about his journey to use his brain and come up with ideas and not be afraid and to survive. Yeah. It's predictable storytelling, but it's mostly well executed and it's kind of fun. It's okay. It's not amazing or mind-blowing though. I don't know, I felt mixed after seeing this movie. I felt like, as much as I enjoy the crazy, wacky designs and wonderful, beautiful beautiful environment art, I've also seen the visual development art for it. It's amazing. But moving on to the actual movie itself, there's a lot of corny and cheesy jokes. And then no wonder there's John Cleese in the credits as one of the 3 story writers. This movie is an entertaining ride for the most part, but I felt like it dragged on a bit too long, especially with the exploring part, because they spent a lot of time displaying, "Woo, look at all this pretty stuff and the environment," and a lot of that was going on and emphasized. I felt that they could have cut some bits down to make it more succinct, I guess. Very pretty, as I said. Beautiful production design and visuals. Beautiful production design. Really cool character designs. As I said, I like the range of design that's going on with the whole family. It's not the usual female and male lead kind of character design. It's not the default buff and heroic good looking guy and hourglass figure and pretty and seductive good looking female character. it's not that kind of thing. It's more varied, I guess. The Chris Sanders style is evident here, and really good top art direction, and everything is violently colorful in the exploration parts of the movie. Of course, I enjoyed the 2D credits art at the end. I finally did find myself getting invested the part where the dad sacrificed himself to save his family so that they can get to the other side while, the earth was shaking and things were collapsing, and I was thinking, if this wasn't a kids movie, if the dad died right here and now, it will be a really powerful point. I don't know, maybe I'm sadistic. I like that he befriends animals all of a sudden, though. It's like suddenly he's like, oh, I'm gonna use my brain and I'm gonna get myself, like, hurled across to the other side as well, upon to safe land where my family is. And I like how the animals are helping him back too. And that running gag where they're pretending to be a particular creature's opposite gender to seduce them to do something they would not otherwise do was kind of getting old, because they kept reusing that joke, which is why I'm like, guy, are you really that smart? You keep using the same gag and the same trick and the same kind of puppetry, and I'm like, But to be fair, it works all the same in the context of this movie, but I think realistically, I'm like, really? I can't take this movie seriously sometimes. Though you shouldn't. As much as I'm rambling about it and dedicating an actual video towards this movie. Anywho. Taking a breath. I can say I am glad I watched this movie, but it's not something I would want to watch again. Technically, it should be a movie that hits close to home, because I too have a dad who fears everything and wants to follow old values and rules, and I'm metaphorically still stuck in my hermit cave as I work towards being financially independent. But then I am completely aware of this, and this is my choice, so I am not forced like Abe is to be stuck in a cave, and while I am in my metaphorical hermit cave right now. Anywho, I guess I can't really relate to the themes of having a huge family, because I don't have a huge family. I don't have a hive mind with family or other people, I guess. At least not like the Croods do. Well, I do have my brother, but most of the time he in turn has to let me know if he needs help, because I'm usually lost in my own head. So that's pretty much it. So, in general, the Croods, it's... I'm glad I watched it. It was an entertaining ride. I had fun watching it, and I guess that's what... I mean, I'm happy that a movie entertained me, I guess. If a movie actually goes up and beyond that, that's where it's impressive. But this movie didn't really impress me to that extreme in terms of storytelling, and the writing and all that. It's just a fun movie, and that's what it's made to be, and I enjoyed it. So yes, that's my thoughts on the Croods. What are your thoughts on it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you've watched it and you want to share your opinions on the movie. In the meantime, I'll hopefully will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Thank you, and bye bye. Bye bye.